Did not like it caught my master shoot, but it's
What did you do now?
no. The cat pop is catching my PC's my GM screen. This one. Okay, it's actually a really good spot for the camera to be at anyway, because technically this is the current situation of Caribbean. We have Father Falcone in a parking lot. Well, made his way away from the entrance when when both Alistair and Lance went into the welcome zone. Father Falcone didn't go in. He had a reservation that the other characters didn't know about. And today is where we're going to explore more about what Father Falcone has been doing since his departure from the group. Let me just set out a big old blast and switch us to a different.
Only guiding.
Announcements. There we go. So yeah, we're picking up from his. Jesus, I thought it was going to be something different. Okay, yeah, I don't need all this. Okay, no, I needed like that's not bad music. I just want something that's more
Hmm.
atmosphere. Not like you're about to fucking crack the code and figure out everything. Casino. There we go. That's more suitable. All right, and so we begin with the
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Hey, Loon, how you doing, bud?
Hey, Lone. So we begin the scene where Father Falcone was looking at the welcome center. It's this large neon sign building. No, not a large neon sign. It's like a small kiosk with a large neon sign that says "Welcome Booth." And he watched Alistair and Lance walk up to it with no reservations whatsoever. But for Father Falcone, it was different. Looking at it was the cement that he knew that the previous Caribbean he once knew was gone. With this realization in thought, Father Falcone retreated himself into the parking lot of Caribbean to catch himself some breather. While walking away, Falcone, do you have any memories that you like to memories of Caribbean back in its older day?
Yeah, well, not so much a memory, but a piece of advice. Don't go fishing in the river.
How aptly true. So as Father Falcone is leaving towards that parking lot and gets over to the junkyard, dog, begin taking some moments to yourself to recompose your mental fortitude. Again, you had thought you left Caribbean behind you. Your time in prison, well, your time as an ex-mafia man with the Falcones, to the prison and your reformation to a father. You had thought those years away from Caribbean would have, made you a little bit steelier to coming back, but no, it's even harder now seeing it so vastly different. And just as you're digging into remembering why everything got so rambled and changed up, a familiar voice calls out to you. Wow! My boy wasn't wrong when he radioed me about the Vincent back in Caribbean. You turn and look over and you see a man in his early 30s, a short brown haircut with stylish highlights. He has tan skin, emerald eyes, and a black suit. He approaches you with a rather calming stance. He has two men on both of his sides. You recognize this man as Darius, Falcone. Darius Falcone is a, quote, brother of yours, both of you being part of the Falcones. In your youth, you both played games and hung out with each other, and both of you have a very neutral stance to one another. Only age had really divided you guys, and your status in between the within the family had, made distance between both of you eventually. As far as you know, Darius doesn't know what caused the fission, what caused the real fall of the Falcones. That information is you and you alone. What would you do as these two men approach you? There's three men approach you.
Hold up my hand, see Darius, and smile. Cousin, it's been a while since I've seen you. How you doing?
Darius flashes you a fat smile, pearly whites. You've always seen him get this kind of way when he sees you and gets happy about something.
I look at the men around him now. Cousin, what's with the men? Something going on there?
Oh, these suits? Oh, look. He waves his hand back as they take a couple of steps away. He flashes a badge on his top left shoulder, and he has a lapel that shows off the Falcone symbol. You remember my position, right? I used to be a enforcer, but now I'm a lieutenant, so just follow.
Ooh, moving up in the world, are we? Moving up there? Yeah, that's good there.
Darius gives you a nod. Yeah. Listen, I was thinking, since the boys invited me in that you were back in Caribbean, I'd take you back to the old place. We slap a couple of beers down, we have conversations.
No, I got business first. I got to see the Don.
The Don?
Yeah, the boss.
He blinks a bit. What business you got with him?
I pull out the small letter I took from Argus's quarters. That was the declaration of war and the destruction of the West Side Falcones. Something about West Side Falcones falling.
Wow, the fact that you fucking had that note still. Wow, and the reminder that it existed. Okay, so so the note implied that someone from Caribbean helped out to take out the Falcones in the West Bay, right?
I just have it in my notes that I have it. It's letter to Argus, labeled Declaration of War.
Letter to Argus, Declaration of War.
Letter to label from Argus, Declaration of War.
That's Argus's declaration of war towards Spiral City at large. There was a West Bay Falcones. I'll take that note. So, did you give it to Darius?
Yeah.
Darius looks over the note. He gets visually mad for a couple of seconds. What? He composes himself.
I just smile at him, holding my hands out. Don't worry about it, cuz I talked to that fella, and when you know it, he had a nasty fall off a 10-story building.
Oh.
You could say he had a real bad day. Or they'd scrape him up with a couple of ladles there.
Yeah, the problem isn't about the guy you killed, the guy you whacked, though. He looks over the note one more time. It's about the people who are still here that got our boys whacked over there.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping that Don might know something.
He keeps the note. I'm gonna keep this on my. But Vincent, I knew at the moment that I saw you, I heard news of you. It was the smartest thing for me to do. He puts his arm around you and to get back to you as fast as I could. Come on, I'll treat you to we'll treat you to some food, get you to the Don. What you say?
First things first, cuz I'd like to hold on to that note myself. You wouldn't deny family now, would you? Especially after all the trouble I went to go get it.
He looks.
And I whacked the guy that whacked my family.
He looks at you for a bit.
And his crew.
And he gives you a nod. Yeah, I figured. Fine. Hey, it ain't no sweat off my back. Here, show of good wealth. I got you. You can take it.
And I'll be more than happy to go out drinking with you down at Lorenzo's, but first things first, I gotta see the Don.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important.
All right, fine. He snaps his fingers. Let's go, boys. He wants business first, then pleasure, I hope. He looks back at you.
Oh, always. You know the rules.
And the three men begin to walk towards the welcome, past the welcome.
Oh, I'll follow behind him casually.
What's it called? Darius Thefts. Whoa, whoa. Did you ever get your Game Pass?
Game Pass.
Caribbean kind of changed. We don't really run things anymore, so the Game Pass is kind
Whoa. What do you mean we don't run things?
of, he holds his hand up. We'll talk more about it when we get to the dialogues, alright? Just play it easy. Go get yourself a Game Pass real fast.
You bought it out there. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I said play it easy and just go get yourself a Game Pass real fast.
All right, cuz. All right. Walk up to, I suppose, the vending machine and get one of these game passes.
Well, it's not a vending machine. It's a welcome booth with a lady inside. Welcome to Caribbean. Pleasure to have you here at our stay. And I kind of went over some of the rules while you were still listening, but just to reiterate some of the things in Caribbean. Also, because you're up here, she hands you a document for you to sign, which you do, which I hope you do. It's just your name, occupation, etc.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and as soon as you're done with that, in your journal, you now have the Falcone Game Pass. There you go. The ever increasing. Yeah, you can edit it too.
No, I added it to my notes.
Ah, you also have it as a literal handout for you in your folder. If you look
Oh,
into,
all right.
if you look into your journal, you can see. Oh, baby, you know I made things a lot easier. With that being said, after you get your game test, the lady goes over some of the ground rules of Caribbean with you. There's an average price set. There should be an average price between 10 tokens for a game and a 10 like there's a standard price of like food being around like snacks being around 10 tokens, food being around 20, drinks lounging being around 30 tokens. Prices go up comparatively in different locations. You can find vending machines throughout the entire area as well if you can't get tokens. Tokens
You
go
have been botting out real hard, man. You might want to leave the call and come back.
Hello?
There we go. All right.
Average prices should be 10 tokens
Oh my god.
for bonding again.
Yeah, just I don't know. Real fucking bad. There we go.
I don't know what's wrong. Yeah,
Let me leave the call and come back. We'll try that magic.
listen.
All right.
Well, we'll see if it still bots in and out, but tokens can go for the average of 10 tokens for around snacks, 20 tokens for a meal with drink, 30 tokens for lounging, and the token pricing goes up as according to different locations. Uh, Other than that, only two districts are open to the public. The other two districts, so the west section and the east section are open to the public. The west and east, no, west and south. Sorry, west and south districts and sections. The north and south sections are uh,
Do you mean the
are
north and east?
no, hold on. Here, no, oops. Hide that real fast. Log more, but reveal the map. Yeah. So let me also go grab your token, your city map. You are currently in the west section. The north section and the east section are cut off by what's it called?
It's all the bad fishing over there.
it's not even the bad fishing. It's just that they're cut off by having you need a certain amount of tokens to enter each location to those two locations. Otherwise, you're free game to go anywhere within west and south sections. After that little brief introduction, Darius moves to saying, "Come on, we ain't got all day unless you want to take in the sights."
What? No, let's get to the dot. Let's get our business underway, all right? And you got some explaining to do. Not in charge anymore.
Okay, great. So, creator, images. No, it's not relevant. You first. Oops. Download and then choose which other image. Hashtag. What the fuck is it? Oh, was it this one? No, that's sector. Fuck. No, I was like, I know I got somebody for this guy. Okay, not brown hair, but white. Oh well. Continuity's a bitch. You have free resources.
This is why I have, like, for Lancers, 6 different folders all meticulously labeled. And that spreadsheet.
There we go. So yeah, you guys are in the west section of Caribbean right now, and Darius takes the lead and give you access to your tokens, controlled by Falcone. New token. There we go. He leads you down over here. So it's like a building wall ahead of you. There's a wall next to you.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, as you guys are walking down the street, you ask the question again about the lack of power.
Yeah, so, remind me, why ain't we in charge no more?
Yeah. Well, back in the good old days when we were running everything in Caribbean is because crab families didn't really have a full established kind of setting. Everyone was kind of like fighting for street turf, and when we were part of the Falcones, kind of thrived on that sort of situation. A reminder comes to your head that the Falcones were big on protection rackets. So a lot of the gang fighting that fucked up with the local neighbors and the neighborhood and whatnot was right picking for the Falcones to be like, yeah, we'll keep you away from the gang violence, but you got to pay protection fees. And that's how they made their income. And for a long
Yeah,
time,
sir, it's called armed security, all right?
and
It's
for,
legitimate business.
and for a long time, that's how the Falcones. Was the Falcones' main way of making money. And so hunting groups started happening about drug trade and different types of money growth, and that huge led to the fallout between the schism that led to the divided power of the Falcones. That one half went over to the West Bay, and the other half stayed in the Caribbean. So yeah,
If you've been saying anything, I haven't heard you, man. I've heard a few clicks, but
like all stream long and nothing happens. Like this doesn't happen at all. The moment I try to do roleplay, yeah, this.
yep.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get what asinine god exists that makes me suffer like this.
Why must it be like this? Why must we suffer as G did?
Anyway, I'm gonna reiterate again. The Falcones once ran Caribia as the largest crime family. The reason why is because they kept running smaller crime families that continued to cause interference and issues with all over Caribia. This led to the Falcones running their protection rackets and being one of the most successful in the area. A large issue came up a few years back while you were still part of the Falcones, whether or not to include drug rings or rackets or what. And due to the different ideologies, the West Bay Falcones were created. This schism of power is probably one of the reasons what led to the complete downfall of the Falcones. As far as you could remember for why the Falcones fell apart, well, you believe that to be a woman who came in between your father and your mother. A certain woman who's still in power today as you look over and notice that that same woman has her statue embroidered right across you.
Cousin?
Yeah?
What in the name of the family is that? And I point at the statue.
No, it's Queen Caribia. She kind of runs the smoke now. She's the kind of the head honcho family. And he moves down the street.
You all lost the reins of power to that gold digger.
He looks a bit confused. What? I'm sorry, I didn't get gold digger?
Just keep going.
Well, as far as I know, as far as I know, Vincent, all right. She assumed power. Well, you can move your token. And the fellow mobsters follow behind you too, keeping close ranks. And as you guys continue walking, and both of you guys look at the gaudy statue of Queen Caribia. He looks away and rubs his hand. Well, look, it's messy business, all right. Look, she took over power as soon as your dad kind of croaked. As soon as the original Dawnfather, that's his name, croaked.
I'm just giving him the hardest stare. You know the stare.
Yeah. Darius looks back. Look, man, there wasn't much we could do. She made some pretty deadly fucking friends. You ever heard of Starman? He looks down. You ever heard of Starman?
I never heard of no Starman.
No, Starman.
No, I haven't heard of no Starman.
Alright, well, that doesn't matter. You're gonna be meeting them soon anyway. Part of some of the help I need you to do for me. The original Don that you thought of, the original Don that you had known in your childhood, has revealed to you is dead.
I leave for a few short years. And this is what I come back to. We're second damn fiddle to her.
Darius looks kind of...
Well, seems like I got my work cut out for me. Let's get rolling.
Darius kind of sweats. Would say we're not second fish. And he leads you down past the large building that intersects on the street. This will eventually lead you guys tokens. I don't think I actually have a map ready for North. Yeah, I didn't create the map just yet for the North District. So, from the west, you guys can enter both either the South District or the West District. But after a series of walking through several high-res sidewalks and leading over to a bridge that connects to the North section, you guys are presented by a small booth that kind of holds its way as a checkpoint to prevent people from walking back and forth.
Yeah.
The same woman that was dressed up earlier with the plain welcome tourist outfit with golden and chest and
what kind of Nurse Jenny bullshit?
Yep. But now it's a dude said, "Hey there, welcome to the checkpoint section check below. Hey, Darius. Coming back?"
You know what? I'm not questioning it. Hello there.
Yeah, I see you're a newcomer. He's with you, Darius? Alright, meet with me. Alright. And with that, he lets you go through. You guys enter the checkpoint without any that much of a fuss. And this part of Caribbean is a little bit different compared to its rest of the more of the opulent and casinos and whatnot. Here, it's more the residential. There are buildings, there are small businesses here that are less about the casino aspect and more about, do you need a professional shrink? Do you need muscle protection? This is the kind of business district where you can find that kind of services. As you guys are walking through the streets, these streets are super familiar to you, Falcone. You grew up around here. This was your neighborhood. And for the most part, it doesn't seem that it has been changed much at all, if at all. Some of the same stores are still here, some of the same families who used to run businesses are still running businesses. Everything seems to be just as the way it was left. Almost like a snow globe stuck in time. Darius takes a deep breath in. Ain't nothing different from that from the Bay Air over here. You're missing, don't you, Vincent? That's why you came back, right?
Oh, sorry, cuz. Was lost in thought. What was that again?
He was talking about the Bay Air.
No, I never cared much for the Bay Air. Reminds me of our work.
It is your shrug. Come on, I'll walk you down this way. And he leads you down a series of, progressively getting more, not well taken care of and grungier streets. Up until the point where he leads you guys to a small 3-story building tucked right at the edge of a sidewalk that overlooks the dock area. Here, this 3-story kind of disheveled building serves as the Falcone's home base, as there's 2 other gang members outside waiting for you guys to return.
This is it.
Darius turns around confidently. Aye, this is it.
Cousin, who put you in charge? Who promoted you? Who promoted you, lad?
Well, that would be the current Don.
I see. Alright, carry on.
He ain't here right now is the only issue. He's currently in the South District, running some tight-lipped business. That's where you would also the travel between North District and to the South District took you guys to the afternoon. So right now it's the afternoon of day 1. Time is super important. Advantage to one roll for Father Falcone. Loon gave it to you.
Oh, thanks, Loon.
Straight shooter. So on your next roll, you get advantage. Anyway, the current Don isn't here. He's doing business in the South District. Hopefully, he comes back in one piece. Now, come on in. Let me show you around. The building's actually kind of familiar to you. You feel like you've been here before. You just don't remember, unless you want to make an intelligence roll.
I don't know what you're saying, dude. You're potting again.
Hello?
Yeah.
The building...
Are you moving around a lot as you talk?
No, I'm not. I'm sitting. The building looks very familiar to you. However, you cannot recall it right now. You can make an intelligence check if you like.
Yeah, I'll make an intelligence roll.
You have an advantage on this roll. Yeah, it's fine. You don't spend the advantage either. You roll a 6. Yeah, this is one of the Don's previous hideout locations. This was like a fallback kind of location, a safe house,
a bolt hole.
Yeah, it was never. Honestly, in its heyday, it probably just was it was probably as tall as it was, and it was probably used more for printing fake money. It was used for printing fake money and running the protection racket all the way out over here to the docks.
Oh, well then. So the Don's away. How long's he gonna be gone?
Darius snaps his finger because Darius walks past the boys who open the two large doors for him and leads you into the manor-like building inside. It has fine carpets, some chandeliers. It's well kept in the inside, just a little shoddy on the outside. Darius turns back and looks at you and shrugs. Hey, the Don does what the Don does. I don't know when he'll come back. However, we can't shoot the shit here, and I got some business I still need you to help me with. But not till later tonight. Maybe the Don will be back after we're done with our business. Done with the business I need some help with. Did I bot out?
Yep.
What did I bot out from?
Well, when I asked when the Don will be back, all I heard were clicks and short clips of you saying, like, Don and something.
Yeah, well, there goes that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I just broke my headphone to make it a point. Piece of shit doesn't work. Am I still clicking in and out?
No, I think you're good now.
Oh, it seems like it was the headphone I just broke. Yep. Fucking piece of shit. So anyway, Darius looks back at you. Look, did you hear about the building, how it looks like on the inside?
No.
Okay, so he has two of the boys open the doors for him. As he walks in, you can take a look at the inside of the building. It has a manor-esque interior. It has nice carpets, low-hung chandeliers, and it looks well-kept compared to the outside. Darius turns on his heel and gives you a shrug, going, the Don got business over there in the South District. He doesn't really tell me about what he does. But I will tell you, he might be back after some business I need some help with. If you're willing to help me, that is.
Oh, it depends on how you can help me wet my beak. You know how it works, favor for a favor. First, what do you need?
He smiles. Would you politely join me in the living room? Join me in the bar. Come on, let's get some drinks.
Yeah, sure.
Great, and you follow. As you follow over to past this large living room area, you go over to a small bar not a small bar, but it'll be like a large enough bar held with shelves of different types of drinks, lights to insinuate the different types of colors, and Darius would sit you in front of the bar arm on one of the stools that are clearly open since there's no one else. The two other boys sit, a little bit distance from you, but still sit at the bar arm as Darius takes his place as a pseudo bartender. So what would it be, friend?
Or something like, I feel like I got a long night ahead of me.
It's just not as long as you think, Vincent. Look, he takes out a couple of bartending equipment, the shaker, some other stuff to make a night. It looks like he's about to start going at some couple of drinks. Would you politely help me with some business that I got with a couple of man tonight?
Well, you see, I've got the funniest feeling that if I tell you no, your lads behind me are gonna have a problem with that.
Yeah, actually, I think you would find it pretty hard to say no to me, friend. To say no to me, Vincent. After all, I am politely asking you.
Shivers in BioShock. Well, what do you need then with these starmen?
It's simple. He makes a drink, and he makes like a series of 3 drinks while shaking it up. He's making like a pour of a drink and shaking it up in the shaker and goes, "It's simple, really. The dock's nearby. I just need you to oversee these 2 dumbasses to deliver a package to them. That's it. Nothing spicy supposed to happen. All 3 of you go to the docks, by politely asking you 3 to go to the docks, give the starmen their package, and receive my package in return. Don't open it."
Alright, and when we get ambushed and they get shot and it's just me left...
I'm sorry, I'm reading lewd. Falcone should check out the inn. Come stay with us, Falcone.
Not Loon, no. See, I told you we shouldn't let him watch the goddamn Shining.
Anyway, Darius holds his hands up. Whoa, 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 whoa! This ain't no action film, all right? Look, it's gonna be simple. I know these cats. I've been dealing with them already for a while. I don't like them. They're new boys that are coming up from the Lower Spire gang. So they're Lower Spire gang that's coming up in Adam over here. I don't like them, but they got muscle and strength, so I don't want to fuck with them either. We've been playing cool for a couple of months, and I know these guys aren't gonna pull off any shit like that. Is that roll for?
What?
You roll a 1d6.
No, that was... Oh, the one that was actually, I shit you not, something falling on my keyboard from my shelf.
Luna's never seen The Shining. It's a good film. It's really good. But I think he was referring to me seeing The Shining. To which my response goes, it was a haunted house. Smile.
No, you get that the hell out of here right now, alright? Besides, you and I both know I'm a demon. Demons outrank ghosts. We've both seen the damn monster manual, alright?
So, yeah. He takes out, he finally pours 3 different drinks. They're all this, like, really see-through yellow liquid. Has a little bit of ice on top and a garnish for each drink. He slides the 2 drinks to the other boys, and he puts one in front of you and takes one in front of himself. So what do you say? What do you say, Vincent? Would you politely help me with this one thing? And I got your back.
Well, I'm a little bit curious why you're not doing this yourself.
If I could have you do it, that frees me up to do something else.
Oh, but if this is so important...
Well, this is as important as me watching, like, paint dry. And if I could have you just do a little bit of help with the family, I was politely hoping that you would.
You keep using that word like it has some kind of power. But alright, but you remember my nickname, yeah?
I do. I just don't want to say it out loud. Yeah, the new boys don't know.
Good man, but don't fuck me, alright?
He laughs loudly. No, I would never think of that. I hold it in my honor as a Falcone, and he looks very serious. I would not even have the thought of fucking you.
Good man. I'd hate to have you to ask Argus what happens when you try to fuck me. There's enough left of him to scrape off the road.
He holds his drink.
Alright, Mario, Luigi, let's move out.
He holds his drink. Oh, you got some hours to kill, so let's get some drinking going on.
Alright, fine. Not enough to get drunk, though.
And it was enough to get drunk.
Oh, no.
No, everyone takes a solid drink, and you take a, what's it? This drink is well crafted by Darius. It gives you a temporary plus 5 AP. This will decay over 24 hours.
Okay, so I'm at 25 AP.
Yep.
Well, that's concerning.
Darius looks confused. What, you don't like the drink?
No, friend, you're fine. I'm just, talking to the Lord. Don't worry about it.
Oh, hey, am I streaming?
Nope.
There's Lamel. I'm sure there are people who want to fuck Hell's Wrath. I'm sure.
I bet the spur is real soft.
Where's the... Oh, here's the chat box. There we go. So that way our chat can continue to influence and be part. Never underestimate monster fuckers. Loom with the hard lore. Sorry, I got distracted. So yeah,
talking about monster fucking and how hot Hell's Wrath is.
Yeah. After finishing your drink, there's like a considerable small time skip that goes through whilst you and the boys are getting a good row. You, Mario, Luigi, and Darius are all having a good row of jokes and conversations. You can ask questions about the Falcone. You can ask I'd say 3 or 4 different questions throughout the space. This is gonna be like a time skip where we're gonna get you to the next mission, to the night mission. But for right now, you can ask lore questions to Darius, and the boys are there too.
All right, lads. How many of us are there left?
Darius takes up a small sip of his drink. I'd say 30, maybe 40.
Not terrible. Still the wrong side of hilarious, but
When you remember them at their height, they were like at least 300.
yeah. So about 6 of us left. Bloody lovely.
Yeah, what happens when you change management? He drinks to that. Everyone drinks to that.
Well, let's hope it's not a repeat, eh?
So how was jail like for you?
Oh, it was real fun. They gave me my own room, though it had bars on the window. I didn't. How do you think it was, you twat?
Darius starts laughing at the Mario for asking.
Though I'll tell you this: if you want to make money, smuggle cigarettes in there. Good lord.
All right, you have 3 more questions if you like to ask. If not, we can just like skip like the scene to fade. The screen fades to black and we fade back to nighttime.
Yeah, let's fade to black.
No worries. A couple of drinks later, Falcone the boys shake it off, and Darius is like, "All right, boys, it looks like it's game time for you. Again, just to go across the street, pier 3, and then warehouse 2B. Right?
Warehouse 2B, you say?
Yes, warehouse 2B.
Or
Pier
not 2B?
3, warehouse 2B.
Pier 3, warehouse 2B. Got it.
All right. And let me know when you guys. Let me know. Come back immediately. I'll be here waiting. And he sits on his. As you guys walk out, he opens a phone and begins making phone calls, doing some other business. You, Mario, and Luigi. They don't look like Mario and Luigi. They just look like. I will let them have their overalls at least, but they're not color coded. They have the color scheme of the gang, which is like a dark brown apparel, khakis and whatnot. But they definitely do have like the Mario hats. So, Luigi looks at you. You're leading us, right?
Well, that's apparently the plan, though. Knowing Darius, he's got some different angle. How fond are you two are him?
Mario
How much?
Mario and Luigi look at each other. Well, pretty fond of the guy. I mean, he takes his drinking, smoking. He's a cool guy. Pretty straightforward. Helps the community.
All right, and.
The Mario's carrying the suitcase. So, we gotta go to the docks. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's roll. Pier 3, warehouse 2B.
Walking across the street, you guys make it pretty quick towards the dock area, since the building's literally that close. As you guys approach the docks, it has a very strong sea smell. There's salt in the air, there's salt in the ground, there's salt in the environment, there's salt everywhere. There's just salt down there. Sorry, I had the chance and I had to.
Guffaw.
Anyway, it has a rich sea smell, though it's dead of night, and there's a slight fog that is slowly rolling in.
Oh, even better. Let's get a Silent Hill up in here, eh, lads?
They both look at you visually confused.
You damn
Silent
kids
Hill.
and your fucking phones and your internet, you don't know the classics. You gotta probably tell me The Grudge was a scary movie or Hostel.
You said Silent Hill, but I ain't never heard of nothing like that. I've heard of A Quiet Incline. Okay, you have to give me some credit for Quiet Incline.
Oh, I will in a moment. It's just I'm overwhelmed with disgust. Oh, yeah, that's a pain in the soul. That's not gonna go anywhere for a while.
Well, at least you don't live in a world where Konami has fucked Silent Hill, alright?
Yeah, thank God we don't live in that timeline.
Anyway, you guys look over at the docks that you're currently at, and at the first building, it's 1A.
Shush Mountain, God damn it, Loon.
You guys are at the warehouse 1A. It seems to be going down numerical order.
Well, I'd hope so.
Walking,
Alright, keep your eyes peeled, lads.
they both nod in agreement and take out their pieces. They're both carrying small pistols, but follow closely. Alert. You guys make your way down these warehouses, passing these large buildings that kind of take up almost a half a sidewalk large.
Which pier are we on?
You guys are at Pier 2.
Okay.
Making your way down this small set of pier, this pier area. Doesn't seem to be that many buildings in the warehouses in this section. As you take it turn to a corner and see that the warehouses go down for a little bit more on the strip, and then you can continue walking down the strip actual, which seems to lead to the next pier. You're at Pier 2, which isn't where you need to be.
Yeah, no, I need to be at Pier 3. Alright, lads, let's keep going.
They walk with you, and you guys cross over the intersection leading to the next set of warehouses. This one reading 2A.
No, almost. Silver metal,
Yep.
silver metal.
So then you take the corner into, like I said, the corner into itself, where it would lead into the longer strip pier of all the warehouses stripped across the actual Bay Area. And on your left-hand side is 2B. And already there, the warehouse itself has one of the large doors open, and there are 4 men standing there. All 4 of them are wearing this black helmet. Makes it really hard to have a look at their faces, because they all have these black helmets on their head.
Oh, I suppose those will be our little friends.
Mario and Luigi give you a nod. Yeah, they're just a little creepy, if you ask me.
Oh, what, the helmets? It's a fashion choice.
So what do you do?
I'll walk up and cough softly to get their attention.
You approach the warehouse and you cough. As you do, all 3 of them turn. They all turn, and they have this silver star plastered across the top of their the front of their face, the helmets. The same silver star is across their chest as well, but in the center has a rainbow going through it. Kind of like the Pink Floyd rainbow thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Daft Punk mixed with Pink Floyd. Daft Floyd, Pink Punk.
The one in the center goes, "So you brought us the goods."
Yes, hello there. I'll be the representative from the Falcones, and yes, I have what you need.
Good. Set it down on the ground.
Bloody Dalek, mate. First things first, surely you know how this works. You have your end, yeah?
He looks to his, the man speaking, the helmet speaking looks to his left and gives a solid nod. The man, the left, opens his jacket and produces a series of 4 bags. Well, closes his jacket and puts them down on the ground.
Well, those must have been heavy. Well, all right, Luigi, give him the stuff.
Luigi sets the briefcase on the ground, and then Mario goes over to grab the bags as the guy on the right from the Starmen go over and pick up the case. Nothing funny happens. Everyone moves as they're supposed to, and surely enough,
any of these damn deals.
Yeah, surely enough, Luigi grabs the bags and has them, returns back, and the Starman takes the briefcase and returns back.
Well, all right then, gentlemen. I believe our business is concluded. Y'all have a safe night out here.
We never saw nothing.
Oh, you're my favorite kind of people I never met. Let's go, lads.
You stay for just a bit longer to see that they open a door, but it's not leading anywhere, but a black viscous surface. They walk
through. Is it a red door? Do I want to paint it black?
The last member walks through and closes the door behind him. Mario looks at you. You want us to follow, boss, or?
You know what? No, they were fine gentlemen tonight. Let's not intrude upon their privacy, eh?
Gives you a solid nod. That sounds like a great idea, boss. I think we should get out of here. You guys look outside because you're currently inside the hangar. When looking outside, the fog that I was talking about earlier has really moved in.
Alright, lads, let's get out of here. This is why I hate these jobs. That's why being a cleaner is so much easier. You don't gotta talk to the public. You just take the roll of carpet with the feet sticking out and you throw it in the river and you get paid.
You guys walk as Falcone complains loudly. You got them walking out of the hangar. All three of you hear a woman scream at the top of her lungs, bloody murder.
Nope, not my problem. Let's keep going.
Okay, Mario and Luigi follow after. You hear the squeal one more time in the distance as you flee from the pier.
We're not fleeing, we're leaving, we're not getting involved. Do I look like the police? No, let's go.
No.
And Falcone is arguing with you, but to Mario and Luigi, he's just yelling at air.
Falcone is lucky Alistair isn't here, or else he'd make Falcone check that scream out.
Oh, says the guy with the portals. Listen, I'm not getting involved in any Lovecraft bullshit. As soon as I run back into him, I'm sure I'll get set on fire or a bus crashed into me or shot with a laser again.
I wonder if Lance is listening. He did say lore earlier. Anyway, you and the Falcones get back to the house with no incident whatsoever, and return back. I already think you're Lovecraftian. It's true.
They don't turn insane. I just put utter fear in their hearts, and they have to run away.
There's some really good quote.
That would be a good third ability.
There is a good quote from H.P. Lovecraft talking about the primordial fear of man comes from the unknown, and the unknown is the truest fear of any creature, etc. So, in any case, you've returned back to the Falcone hideout building, relatively unscathed, and you find that the men lead you over to Darius's room, where Darius himself is like in a phone call. He actually holds you guys outside for 15 minutes as he's taking his call.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
First he sends me to play, and he's like bitching to Mario and Luigi. First he sends me to play goddamn Errand Boy on some Silent Hill Lovecraftian frog bullshit with goddamn Daft Punk the fucking gang, and now he's making me wait.
After 15 minutes, you could also try to listen in if you'd like. Otherwise, just again.
No, let's not.
So yeah, so he'd be taking his time, but have you been in some sort of deep conversation before finally going, all right, come on in.
Walking with Mario and Luigi behind me. All right, Luigi, give the man his bags.
He hands over the 4 bags. Ah, good. I'm ecstatic that you can get this job done. I know it was pretty.
You should have told me your friends were creepy. Robots in the fog.
Well, you already know what this place gets. You know, the fog settling in every once in a while.
Cousin, I've been to West Bay. You wouldn't believe the shit I've seen. Some weirdo with a strong arm ripping doors off handles. Any door he sees, he has to destroy it. Even if they're not locked.
Hold on. Because you're referencing Lance, there's now a chance for every NPC to have heard of him. Due to his slowly but surely growing notoriety. I had to roll a 1d20. On a 16 up, they know about Lance and the situation because they would have been following it. He is fucking nods. Yeah, that guy. I've heard of him. The terrorist, you mean?
Yeah, terrorist.
What about... So, what, you know Lance?
He is something of an... I don't want to say associate. What's the word you use when you're stuck with someone you hate and you can't get away?
I usually call that family. Right? Poor Lance. Well, I mean, he's the domestic terrorist.
Yeah, he ate those dudes in that mess hall. Did you see that on the news? He ate people.
Well, from what I have understood from the Box Network segment, uh, he had attacked City Hall twice. The first time a failure, and the second time, single-handedly apparently took City Hall by itself, causing mass property damage, and there were over 35 casualties, including the heads of the organization of the X-Laws, Argus and Vigil. Bodies taken to crematoriums and handled in that fashion.
I'm sure Argus will make very nice fertilizer. The man was a piece of shit. He's already dead. I didn't have to kill him twice.
To be pointly, I'm surprised Delacroix hasn't taken credit for this yet. Oh no, he just, so that's the funny shit. When we get back to his character, you'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, the one guy.
Yeah.
Booster Gold.
Huh?
It's okay if you don't get it. It's how I'll remember him. The guy who just wanted all the glory. I remember him.
Yeah, the wizard guy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Isn't LaCroix like a shitty drink?
Yes, Delacroix. But it's Delacroix. He pronounce it Crux. It's Delacroix. I can give you a better writing for it. It's not Crux.
No, keep it like that. Just keep it like that. It's a shitty drink. He's a shitty person. It's like pottery. It rhymes.
Oh, it's just La Crux. So Delacroix. Well, anyway,
Delacroix?
Here. A little compensation for helping me with my job. He gives you 150 tokens.
Oh yeah, y'all have the gaming thing around here, don't ya?
Its exchange rate's 2 to 1.
Ah.
Can't give you much, but yes, the game money.
Well, it's much appreciated, cousin. Just make sure your creepy friends don't follow me or anything. Not Mario and Luigi. You two are angels. I was happy to work with you.
Let's go.
I picture them as just Mario and Luigi in like suits.
At this point, I need to get them stat blocks because. Anyway, Darius stands up. I was just on a phone call with the head of the Starman, the head of the Starman himself, working out my next business opportunity with him. And it seems like we might have some new business coming up sooner than I expected.
What, you're gonna shine their shoes? We're Falcones. People work for us, not the other way around. Am I the only damned one that remembers that?
He holds his hands up. You're right, Vincent, you're right. I just politely ask you to look at it my way. We need to first gain support, just like the Queen did in her heyday. Gotta take a page out of our own enemy's book, you know.
I suppose you're right.
Now, we're gonna have them work for us one way or another. Right now, they want us to run another job for them. They seem to be wanting a sort of artifact that's located... No, relic. They want a certain relic that's located in... He takes out a piece of paper. The Last Chip Inn Casino.
What an oddly ominous sounding name. Do go on.
They have a relic there that Starmen want their hands on. They don't want to explain any further, but they want the 20,000 token reward. It's a black rock.
Was it a shiny black rock?
He shrugs. I don't know. They wouldn't know what the
hell. It could be any black rock. All right, so is this a heist then?
I'll politely let you figure out those details. I just need you to get that for me. break in, kill them, I don't care. Cause a scene. You want to run it the old Falcone way. Do as you wish. I politely ask that you just get me the stone. And don't return without it.
Well, I'll keep that in mind, cousin, but alright, you'll have your rock. Worry not, Morgoth, I'll get you the Silmaril.
Excellent! Finally, I can begin my conquest for Middle-earth.
Thank you. I was so worried that I just...
No.
I was like, man, that's too deep. That's too deep.
So, yeah, your newest objective is to make your way towards the South District and find the last chip in Casino. It's currently the dead of night, reaching morning of day 1. You can spend the night here at the Falcone estate and get the well-rested perk, which allows you a free re-roll.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Do I still have that advantage too?
You rolled a 6 on the only thing, so yeah, you'll get stacking advantage. You have an advantage on your next roll, and you have a re-roll if you need it too.
Yeah, and Hell's Wrath rolls on advantages.
You get a lot of rolls.
I get a lot of advantages.
Anyway, you go to bed and you wake up refreshed for the next day. Day 2 in what's it called? Caribbean. Now,
are Mario and Luigi with me?
They could be if you would need their help.
Yeah, I might have a plan.
Okay, so to get the canonical story straight for everyone, at this current moment, at night 1, that's when Lance and Alistair went into the Princess Anna's hotel, and they also did sign up for the Battle of Eternity with Zector. Yeah, Zector. So, the morning of, you wake up, Father Falcone feeling refreshed. You have your objective ahead of you, but you can take it as you wish.
Alright, first things first, I'm gonna get Mario and Luigi because they know the area better. And we're gonna head to this last chip in.
Alright, yeah. You meet up with Darius to ask him for the extra muscle, and Darius is like, yeah, sure, go ahead, take Mario and Luigi with you. I expect my boys back, though.
I'm not gonna kill them or anything, and I will do my utmost to keep them alive. You know I keep my numbers low.
He gives you a nod. Good. And I'll see you when you have their artifact, or the relic.
Aye.
Let's go. Wahoo! I don't know. I remember the bloodbath in West Bay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Was that terrible terrorist Lance?
Telling you, Lance gets around.
Well, Lance is a monster. He should really be stopped.
Any case, you are in the North District. It'll take some time, but you can go. You have to go around the park, around Caribbean to get to the South District, which will cost you all the way till late afternoon walking.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so while walking through Caribbean, would you like to ask Mario and Luigi any questions about anything of Caribbean?
What? No, what got you boys into the business, especially given the current state of the family?
Mario goes first and goes, well, you see, me and my brother, okay, why not? I'll just play into the bit. Me and my twin brother over here, we've been part of the family since the earlier days, so we knew it by this heyday. Yes, but we were only part of the waxing sun phase until everything kind of fell a shit. And the original Don died.
Yeah, I think you were a pair of his plumbers, yeah?
God, please don't do this to me, Sir Vati.
Nope, you're already doing the Italian accent for him. Don't you even try that. Don't start fires while I start a fire.
We would as much of the plumbers as you as a cleaner, he winks.
I wink back and laugh.
Huh?
Wink back and laugh.
Yeah.
We solve problems. That's what we get paid to do, yeah?
Yep. And you guys are currently walking now up the block of West District. Hold on. Where the fuck? Here it is. And we're just going to remove you for now. You guys are back over here, making your way up the block. You spot at the Queen Elizabeth statue, the Queen Caribbean statue. I'll point at it again. Over here, a commotion going about. And I'm going to bring out... Wait, does that not have a token associated? There we go, I knew it. Sorry. Really? Wait. No way. I didn't make... Hold on. Okay, good. I was gonna say. Cool. Here we go. You see across the street that a group of men wearing this overly topped enameled money symbol on their top hats and on their chest lapel on the left, just kind of like how Mario and Luigi have their symbol of the Falcone family, which, for your knowledge, is a three-headed phoenix.
All right, then.
That's the Falcone crest. So yeah, you notice across the street that there's a man being harassed by these top hat fellows.
Oh, hey, Luigi, who are the Mr. Monopoly looking fools?
No, those guys. No, those guys are the top of dollars. They kind of run the security gigs. They're like enforcers for Queen of Caribbean, and they make sure people don't go out of line. You know, they harass people to make sure they're not cheating and all.
Okay, now my question is, why aren't we getting paid to do that?
Because Queen Caribbean hasn't hired us to do it. We are hired by the Falcones.
I meant the Falcones. Damn it, Luigi.
No,
It's okay. It's okay. You're doing fine. You're doing fine.
I have a football, and he takes.
Falcone looks at Mario. Hold on. You're a good man for taking care of your brother the way you do.
He gives you a soul nod. So what would you like to do?
Oh, we're gonna keep walking. That's not my problem now, is it?
No, not at all. You still have access to your token, so go ahead and move yourself.
Oh.
I'd say over here, where these guys have moved. Yeah. As across this level of street, you can hear just a bit of the conversation going, "Hey, look, man, I'm not hurting anybody." To which the reply goes, "It's still illegal and for sale out in public consumption."
Oh, would you look at that, lads? A ne'er-do-well in our good district of Caribbean. Can you believe this? Lawbreakers.
Mario and Luigi look kind of confused. Yeah, I suppose.
Falcone looks back and grins. The trick is not to get caught like he did, lads.
He gives you, they give you a nod before walking past. And as you walk over and leave the West District, you arrive at the South District. Hold on. I need to make sure I remove some tokens before I bring you over. You boys aren't here. Go, hide somewhere.
Shoot.
Yeah, I told that to Lance and fucking Alistair and Sector. Shoot, hide. You guys aren't here right now. You guys aren't here either. Go, hide. Alright. There we go. You enter the South District. And in the South District, you immediately come across a hotel to your left with a large overhanging sign that reads the Princess Anna's Hotel. Across
You
the...
lads know anything about that hotel?
Hold on. I will actually make intelligence rolls for both of them. Luigi replies, I have heard good reviews on, Help. You get a free night. That's what I heard.
Well, that's not too bad. What about you, Mario?
Nah, I can't say I heard a thing about this place.
All right. Business first, eh, lads? Let's keep moving.
And hold on. Make sure you have access to... Yeah, you still have access to your token.
Oh my
The
god,
street...
this isn't the Resident Evil 3 to Lance and Alistair's Resident Evil 2. I'm sorry, that just hit me like a ton of bricks.
No, you're fine. You also, when you look across the street, you see a large, opulent golden arena decorated in fine fabric cloths that hang over the Colosseum. Some of them which have images of people you've never seen before, and also a phrase that reads "Fight for Eternity." And it says "Tonight," featuring Alistair, Lance, Zector.
I'll leave them for one day, lads. One day, and now they're in some goddamn Dark World tournament shit. Shut up, Luigi.
But that said anything. Mamma mia.
I said shut up! I'm sorry, lads. I'm sorry. It's just Lance and I have a history. You could say he's tried to accidentally whack me twice.
At this moment, you hear Lance go, "Lance wants out!" from the insides of the hotel.
Okay, we're not going in that hotel, lads. That place is haunted. I just heard a ghost. Let's keep moving.
Oh. You can move your token wherever you wish.
Well, how do I sign up for that fighting arena?
Huh?
The Fight for Eternity arena. How do I sign up for that? Or has that already technically happened?
No, it hasn't happened yet. You can sign up for it. You just have to go to the arena.
Alright, I want to go to the arena and sign up. I want to fight.
Mario and Luigi look kind of confused. Wait, aren't we supposed to be going to get the relic?
Oh, yeah, we do have to get the Dom Stone, don't we? Well, lads, have you ever heard of a speed run?
Oh.
Not even you, Luigi, huh? You're not on... No? Okay. Alright. No, don't worry about it.
I like how Falcone purposely keeps forgetting that Alistair was immediately responsible for getting killed by Lance. But Falcone, I bet Alistair would recommend this hotel. Alistair would totally recommend the hotel. Come join us, Father Falcone.
Yeah, is he holding a bailet?
So yeah,
that's the ring, isn't it? It's just a bailet.
You could. If
I'm on to you, so on.
You could, if you want, go to the look around for the last chip in, or participate in the Coliseum.
No business before pleasure. Let's go to the last chip in. I'll have to make my own fun.
All right. So you know how this game works out. You get across the map.
I keep trying to move the one on the Twitch chat. I'm not gonna lie.
You fucking stoner.
Oh, you careful there. Don't break your glass house. How much further? Oh, there we go.
All right. You make your way across towards this larger-than-life kind of building. And on the sides of the building and the large advertisements leading up to the building, this is a place called Wonderworld.
Do I look like some kind of kid to you?
It is an amusement park inside. I think that's still there. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. I can't remove it. Ha! Anyway, Wonderful Park, amusement park.
Can we take a quick break?
Yeah, sure. We can take a 15.
Yeah, cool. Oh, just know it's time. Got to call. Daddy's out in your neck of the woods, so time delay.
Yeah, no
Hold on a
worries.
quick sec.
I'll stall the stream by going back to Smite for a pop match.